From a friendship spanning nearly 4 decades, the thing I know to be most true about Tania Culley is that she is tenacious about protecting the people she loves. Fortunately for Delaware, Tania loves our most defenseless children and has been tireless in protecting them as our state's first child advocate. 2019 marks the 20th anniversary of the enactment of the legislation that gave Delaware a child advocate. Just the first of the 11 duties with which Tania was tasked would have been daunting to most of us. It says, take all possible actions, including programs of public education and legislative advocacy, to secure and ensure the legal, civil, and special rights of the children. That is a mouthful. Over the last 20 years, Tania transformed this theoretical concept into an agency that gives abused and neglected children a voice, not only in our court system, but in Leg Hall and their very lives. To date, the office has ensured legal representation for over 6,000 children, while also protecting their medical, mental health, and educational needs, and providing for them to have access to typical life experiences, simple things to us, like buying a yearbook or going to prom, that these children would not have the ability to do, but for Tania's philosophy that it is the responsibility of those caring for these children to make them not only safe, but to make them whole. Of the 21 letters of support I received for Tania's nomination to go with my nomination form, by the way, many of those were from people who freely said to me, I did not see eye to eye with her while I worked with her. But I learned a lesson, I learned a lot, and I respect her. To a person, they said that. But of those letters, one was from Dr. Alan DeJong, a child abuse pediatric expert. And I think he best captured the experience of working with Tania, which you have to understand. I have found Tania to be tireless, prepared, diligent, persistent, unshakable, insistent, and relentless in her pursuit of the best interests of the child. We do not agree all the time, and at those times, I might add unyielding, uncompromising, or unrelenting to my adjectives. However, Tania states her opinion clearly with a definite logical background. Her passion can be unnerving, but it is the combination of dedication, effort, intellect, and passion that has helped Tania to be successful in changing the face of child welfare for the future and the better. Dr. DeJong's description is most accurate for those of us who know her. Tania has served under 4 governors and has often been criticized for not conforming to Delaware, the nature or the norms of Delaware politics. She wears that criticism as a badge of honor. It is true to who she is. Tania embodies the phrase, well-behaved women seldom make history. In the hands of some, the child advocate would have been a stepping stone. But in Tania's hands, over the last 20 years, OCA became a watchdog, an industry leader, a mediator, a caretaker, and a hammer, all at one time. I'm now happy to introduce a short video for you to learn more about Tania, whom I love and admire.
This isn't a job for Tania, this is a lifestyle, which she's chosen to do with her life to help children. It's who she was born to be.
She has always been a leader with a vision. So, a lot of times when we're thinking about the here and now, she's really thinking about what will the Office of the Child Advocate be in the future.
I was really afraid she would be in over her head, but she wasn't. She is awesome. She had to start from the ground up and build a state agency.
It was a pretty insurmountable task to create an office that's going to safeguard the welfare of children. And what does that exactly mean? And I think that we have accomplished that, and I think her passion is really changing the system for those individual kids. I think that's where her passion stems from.
She went from a one-woman team to a staff of 39 with 200 volunteer court-appointed special advocates and 200 attorneys, representing more than 700 children today.
And it's incredible that after 20 years, she has as much passion as probably the day she started.
Today, when I look at her, after working with her for 20 years, I am in awe of what she has created. She has whipped this child welfare system into place. We are light years ahead of where we were. She has taken so many kids under her wings and taught them. She has gotten organizations in the community to come together and donate money, and these kids can go to, in foster care, can go to prom, they can get braces, they can get yearbooks, they can do things that regular kids do. And I think that she has helped to take the stigma away from children being in foster care.
For your vision and leadership and all that you do for the children of Delaware, Tania Culley, please join us on stage to accept your award and officially be inducted to the Hall of Fame of Delaware Women.
Should I break the microphone, Senator Cook? Good evening. Thank you, Natalie and Melanie. I am both honored and humbled to share this space with you this evening. I always do this. Congratulations to my fellow inductees. You are truly inspirational women who have made your mark on Delaware. Thank you to Governor Carney, twice this week, I must be lucky, the legislature, the nominating committee, and the Office of Women's Advancement and Advocacy for prioritizing the contributions of women in this state. Thank you to Young Conaway for making it possible for my OCA team in full to be here tonight, and for several youth who have experienced care to also attend this event. When I thought about what I wanted to convey in my few minutes of fame here, I decided not to talk about the Office of the Child Advocate, but to instead share a few life lessons from my experiences as a woman, a mom, and as the head of an organization. Tonight, I look around this room to see so many people who have been on this life journey with me, many of whom are women. And so I want to impart to my precious children, my young staff, and the young people who have experienced care a few Tania thoughts. They are, this is for Jen, smoked meats. Just kidding. Number one, find your passion and follow it. Number two, stop and enjoy where you are in life. And number three, cherish the people you share life with. Let me start with cherishing my people. Tonight, my mom is here from Florida, and my sister Heather and Jeff are here from Maine. My best friends for more than 30 years, Nat, Terry, Dave, and Missy, and my best friends for the last 10 years are all here with me, and several of them are responsible for all of this. Thank you, Nat, Jen, and Rosie, for getting a good one over on me. My partner, Matt, and our children are here. My entire office, several family court judges, child welfare leaders, and several of you have experienced care and taught me so much are here. Matt Den, Janice Mink, and Kathy Hamill, who saw something in me when I was just 30 years old, are here. Please know that each one of you has impacted my life. Some of you have been the rocks I needed as life happens. Some of you dream with me. Some of you hold me and laugh with me. Some of you harass me on a regular basis and inspire me to do better. And all of you have been exasperated by me at least once. But you have all helped to create the foundation of me. For the last 20 years of this job, some of you have not understood or cannot handle what OCA sees and does every single day of our lives. But you have served as my friends and my family, providing a relief valve from child welfare. And for the rest of you who work in this crazy world with me, thank you for being the hardware store when I needed a hammer. OCA, you know what I'm talking about, and continuing to do the amazing work you do every day for our kids. So my message to the next generation out there, build and cherish your personal relationships and family. Don't walk away from good people when things get tough. Support each other in the workplace. Cultivate lifelong relationships. And most importantly, remember you need and get different things from the various people in your life. No one person should be everything to you. You should not be the only person for someone else. How you build and sustain relationships with the good ones are the foundational elements for success and happiness. I would not be here today without all of you, and I love you all. Building on friendships and family, stop and enjoy where you are in life. and the simple moments that come with it. As the months progressed after my father died, I thought I was sinking into the bottom of a deep, dark hole. I felt ashamed and embarrassed that tough Tania could not handle this tragedy and run her life. With a lot of help, I realized that somewhere in me trying to take care of everyone and everything, I lost myself. I literally cannot remember years of simple moments of my kids and my home life. Those are moments I cannot get back. I do, however, remember sitting in my car so many days, vacillating between tears and emptiness, hoping that I had my pants on and that I had not forgotten something significant for my children. That's for you, Molly Moo. It took my father's death to make me realize that I was so busy taking care of lists and people that I was missing the real point of life in others, to enjoy it and them. So young women in particular in this room, stop, breathe, and take time for you. You will never get these days back, and you should not be waiting for some magical future time to relax or enjoy those moments. Don't wait for a tragedy to wake you up, please. Third, follow your passion. My journey to become child advocate is a very odd tale. I was a UD business major who dreamed of being a marine biologist and became a legal secretary with a 4-year degree for a criminal defense attorney. But there is no job I would rather have these past 20 years than child advocate. For all of you who have experienced me in a professional capacity, you know that status quo is not in my vocabulary. I encourage all of you, especially our next generation of leaders, and there are many of you in this room, to follow a path that excites you and challenges you. Feel breathless. Be frustrated. Dream. Have vision. Be relentless, yet patient until change happens. Don't fear the unknown. Embrace it. This state, country, and world are counting on you to not be content. Thank you again for this unbelievable honor, which I share with each of you, and which is a testament to Kathy and Janice, who never stopped fighting until the Office of the Child Advocate was created. I am humbled and honored to have had the opportunity to know and serve you all. In closing, here's my pitch. You know I can't leave without it. Please consider signing up to be a CASA volunteer and serve as a voice for Delaware's children. Thank you.